Hi, this is Ian Wright, and welcome to Saturday night live meditation. And well, I'll just chat for a couple of seconds while people arrive who want to, and we'll see what happens. I'm still doing the Dynamics of Stillness course, which seems to be expanding and expanding. I had a base kind of number of chapters I wanted to do. And I keep expanding and bringing in other things, so it's still going to take a couple of weeks. The other two courses, which are the anxiety breaks and the cranial pediatrics, are actually ready to go and should be out literally later this week, so I'm very excited about that. And I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. So what we're going to do is expand on this feeling quality. What we're doing with some of these things that we've been doing recently is to do with expanding a quality and a feeling sense of certain things, so we can get a feeling sense in our bodies so that we can come back to that when we need it. It's kind of, they're like tools, and a lot of these kind of techniques, sensory techniques, are tools. So this is about, today we're going to just talk about this idea of bliss, and how we can get almost a sensory, cellular feeling of bliss. Now, what is the purpose of doing that? Bliss has been linked with, in terms of the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is the kind of regulatory nervous system. It's not the kind of nervous system that drives our muscles or our brain. It's the autonomic. It looks after things like heart rate, blood pressure, some of the vegetative functions of the body. The gut function is controlled by the autonomic. Some of the visceral, the organs are, and a lot of the vascular supplies. And we tend within our society today, which tends towards the slightly hyped up anxious, to be sympathetic nervous system dominant. The sympathetic nervous system tends to be engaged, which is the classic fight, flight, fright response. So we're in this sort of state of low level, almost agitation, and that is normal for a lot of people. And as I talk about a lot, it's getting younger and younger, where children are in this kind of flight, fright, responsive, reactive state. And the other side of that is, and so the sympathetic nervous system increases blood pressure, increases heart rate, tightens up the sphincters of the gut, slows down the gut function. Not ideal. The other side of that is the parasympathetic nervous system. One element of that is the vagal nerve, and there's a lot of talk about the function of the vagal nerve, and it's a very interesting part of the nervous system, and I talk about it a lot. Interestingly, there has been some work that has linked up the idea of bliss, linked to stimulation of the vagal nerve. And so this sense of bliss links up with the idea of a rebalancing of the body, an increase in gut function, the peristalsis of the gut, blood pressure drops, heart rate regulates, slows down, everything kind of calms and rebalances itself. That's what the vagal, the parasympathetic nervous system does. So this quality of bliss is linked to stimulation of the vagus nerve, or the vagal nerve. So that makes it kind of interesting and exciting to some degree. But what does bliss mean? Does bliss mean unity? Does it mean completeness? Does it mean wholeness? Does it mean oneness? Is it uplifting? Does it mean happiness? Certain words are connected with the idea of bliss. Wedded bliss. What is wedded bliss? Or ignorance is bliss. What does that mean? Bliss is linked with happiness. So what does bliss actually feel like in our body? This is what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is engage the feeling sense of bliss in our body. And if we can do that and engage with that, and then allow ourselves to feel it literally on a cellular level, maybe that can have a regulatory function on a cellular level in our body. Maybe it could actually be healthful. Maybe it can make us connect with potential health in our bodies. That makes some sense. So let's try and engage with this feeling of bliss in our bodies, and through that we're going to expand that to feeling that in every cell in our bodies. So let's use the vagal nerve to engage with this feeling quality of bliss. So get yourselves comfy and just relax yourself and let your eyes rest really gently. So it's like letting the lids softly kind of caress the bottom of the eyes, and just let your eyes really relax. We hold so much tension in our eyes, and just by consciously relaxing our eyes, feel what that feels like. That feels blissful, doesn't it? It feels incredibly calming just to relax and let the tension go out of your eyes. So in order to stimulate a little bit the vagal nerve, what we do is we extend the out breath on top of the in breath. So with our in breath, bring our attention to our breathing. With the in breath, we soften, and the out breath, which we can do through our mouth, is longer. And as we breathe out, we relax our body, let ourselves drop and become more comfortable in our body, and let go of any tension. So the out breath is, say, double as long as the in breath. The in breath can be in through the nose, say on the count of 2 or 3, and then the out breath can be 4 or 5 counts. Or you can do that more softly, because actually every time we do each breath, we can allow the breath to relax us, calm us, and soften us. Just bring your mental attention to a time that you can remember where you felt bliss. What does the feeling sense of bliss feel like? What does bliss feel like? We all have an understanding of it. We've all had a feeling of that. You know, is it when we fall in love, or is that too exciting? Is bliss more a quiet, you know, when you're in your favorite place by the sea, or in the woods, or with your favorite person? Well, you're looking into your baby's eyes. That could be bliss. So get a feeling quality of that light, delicate, quiet, but kind of energized feeling of bliss. And just allow that quality feeling to expand and come into your whole body. Allow every organ, for example, just bring a sense of bliss to, say, your liver. That quality, just allow that feeling sense that you feel. Just feel that, or meet the potential for that, say in your liver. That's good for your liver. The liver always needs a bit of that. Or your lungs, anywhere that feels blocked, just bring that feeling quality of bliss, that light, energetic, joyous quality into your lungs. That's nice, isn't it? And into your toes. How about your toes? Feel that light, healing quality of bliss in your toes. And in your neck or anywhere that feels tight, just bring that sense of blissful lightness. It lightens anything that feels heavy or blocked or difficult in you. Naturally, it does it by itself. This is a very simple way to start allowing your body to heal. And if you bring it to anywhere that feels blocked, just allow your attention to focus on the lightness, not on the heaviness of the block, the lightness that's the bliss, the potential for bliss. And even the darkest block, the area that's most blocked or sad or whatever in you, has behind that the quality or the potential for feeling that light, beautiful sense of bliss. It's like your cells want to dance. It's very light, it's very easy, and it's very necessary for our bodies to have that connection to that feeling. It brings a great deal of light into your body. So now just expand that and allow your whole body to feel light and blissful. Every cell, all as one, in that lightness. Can you feel how light your body's become? That feeling, that quality is always available to you if you just change your attentional awareness towards it. And just practice this a few times. And it literally can make your body feel more well. Just enjoy that feeling in your body. And that naturally takes us to this quiet, doesn't it? This quiet, contented stillness, this quality of light but stillness. Where all is well. could stay like that forever. Imagine if everyone did that for 5 minutes at the same time. The whole world would shift, wouldn't it? Literally. I wish you well, and we'll do something next week where we'll build on this on Saturday. And in the meantime, all the platform, access to the platform for all those 2 courses I said is going to be, I'll put it out on the Facebook page as soon as it's there. It's so ready to go, and I'm excited about that. And have a beautiful evening and have a lovely week, and I wish you well.